magical union under golden lanterns. Have you ever witnessed a wedding that unfolded like a living fairy tale, one spun from threads of gold, shimmering silks, and tears that sparkled like diamonds under the moonlight? A ceremony so profoundly moving that it blurred the lines between reality and dream, leaving observers in a state of awestruck silence, pondering if such perfection could truly exist in our world. This is the essence of the extraordinary union between Yulong and Yang Meimei, a couple whose love story culminated in a breathtaking traditional Chinese wedding that not only enchanted those present but also captured the hearts of millions around the globe through the digital ether. In the heart of Hangzhou, a city renowned for its poetic landscapes of misty lakes and ancient gardens, this magical event took place. Hangzhou, with its west lake mirroring the heavens and its air perfumed by blooming lotuses, provided the perfect backdrop for a celebration steeped in centuries-old traditions. The wedding was more than a mere exchange of vows. It was a symphony of cultural heritage, emotional depth, and unyielding love, resonating far beyond the confines of the venue. The prelude, a whisper of anticipation. The day dawned with an unusual tranquility, as if nature itself conspired to create a canvas of serenity for the impending spectacle. Unlike the boisterous beginnings of many modern weddings, this one commenced in a veil of introspective calm. The venue, a meticulously curated garden in Hangzhou, was bathed in the soft glow of dawn's first light. Delicate strands of flute music, ethereal and haunting, wove through the air, echoing off ancient stone paths and rustling through the leaves of willow trees that lined the perimeter. Guests, a select gathering of family, close friends, and a few privileged admirers from the entertainment world, arrived in hushed tones. Their attire blended modern elegance with traditional flair, silk cheongsams for the women, embroidered with subtle motifs of prosperity and harmony, and tailored suits for the men, accented with crimson ties, symbolizing joy and good fortune. As they settled into their seats, arranged in graceful arcs around a central pavilion adorned with red lanterns and fresh orchids, a palpable sense of mystery enveloped the space. Whispers floated like autumn leaves. Have you heard about the secret song? Look at the candles. They're scented with jasmine, just like in ancient tales. The lighting was masterful, a blend of natural sunlight filtering through silk canopies and the warm flicker of hundreds of candles placed strategically along pathways and atop ornate tables. This created an ambience that was both intimate and grand, evoking the sacred rituals of imperial courts long past. The air hummed with anticipation, a quiet electricity that promised revelations of profound beauty. It was in this suspended moment that the first drumbeats resonated, signaling the entrance of the groom and shattering the silence with rhythmic vitality. The groom's regal arrival. Yulong emerged first, a figure of poised majesty that seemed to step straight from the pages of a historical epic. His crimson cheongshan, crafted from the finest silk, was a masterpiece of artistry. Intricate gold and white dragon patterns coiled across his chest and sleeves, symbolizing power, strength, and imperial dignity. The dragon's eyes were embroidered with tiny pearls that caught the light, making them appear alive and watchful. His hair was neatly styled, a subtle nod to contemporary fashion while honoring tradition, and his posture radiated a quiet confidence honed from years in the public eye as a beloved actor and musician. Yet, beneath this regal exterior lay a vulnerability that endeared him to all who watched. His eyes, dark and expressive, held a depth of emotion, a mix of joy, nervousness, and profound gratitude. This was a man who had navigated the turbulent waters of fame, heartbreak, and redemption to arrive at this pinnacle. Fans, tuning in via live streams from every corner of the world, held their breaths as camera flashes illuminated the scene. Social media ignited with fervor. Yulong looks like a dream prince. Yulong Mei Mei wedding, one post exclaimed, garnering thousands of likes in mere seconds. The excitement built like a crescendo, only to hush as the music shifted to the gentle strains of the guzheng, an ancient zither whose notes evoked the serenity of flowing rivers and blooming flowers. The bride's ethereal entrance. Then, as if summoned by the melody, Yang Mei Mei made her entrance, a vision of unparalleled grace and beauty that silenced the garden. Her red silk qipao clung elegantly to her form, hand-stitched with exquisite phoenix motifs intertwined with lotus blossoms, symbols of rebirth, purity, and eternal love. The fabric shimmered with every movement, catching the light in waves of crimson and gold, as if she were enveloped in a living flame. Her hair was adorned with delicate jade pins and fresh flowers, and a sheer red veil cascaded softly over her face, adding an air of mystique. Each step she took was deliberate and poetic, as though she glided on invisible clouds, her presence commanding yet tender. The guests leaned forward, captivated, and even the birds in the nearby trees seemed to pause their songs. When Yulong approached and gently lifted her veil, time itself appeared to freeze. Her eyes, luminous and brimming with tears that traced glistening paths down her cheeks, met his in a gaze laden with unspoken promises. The room erupted in soft gasps of admiration, a collective exhale of wonder. "She's like a phoenix rising," whispered one guest, a sentiment echoed online where fans shared screenshots with captions like, "Mei Mei's beauty could light up the darkest night." This is pure magic, the heart of the ceremony, rituals and vows. The core of the wedding was a rich tapestry of ancient rituals, each performed with meticulous reverence and raw emotion. Central to this was the tea ceremony, a time-honored tradition symbolizing respect and gratitude toward one's elders. Yulong and Mei Mei knelt before their parents, offering cups of fragrant jasmine tea brewed from leaves harvested in the misty hills of Hangzhou. As they bowed deeply, Yulong's voice trembled with sincerity. "Thank you for raising her into the extraordinary woman she is today." Mei Mei, her voice a soft whisper laced with emotion, added, "Thank you for trusting me with your son. I promise to cherish him always." The parents' responses, filled with blessings and tears, created a moment of profound familial bonding that resonated deeply with all witnesses. This was followed by the exchange of vows, not in the Western style of scripted promises, but through symbolic gestures and heartfelt words drawn from Chinese poetry and philosophy. They tied red strings around each other's wrists, representing the unbreakable thread of fate that had drawn them together. The officiant, an elder clad in scholarly robes, recited verses from classic texts, invoking harmony between heaven and earth. When he finally pronounced them husband and wife, the garden burst into jubilant cheers. Traditional drums thundered, echoing across the lake, while flower petals, roses, peonies, and chrysanthemums in shades of red and pink were showered upon the couple, creating a fragrant blizzard of color. The reception, laughter, dance, and revelry. As twilight descended, the reception unfolded under a canopy of golden lanterns that bobbed gently in the breeze, casting a warm, enchanting glow over the proceedings. Tables groaned under the weight of sumptuous dishes, delicate dim sum, roasted duck glazed with honey, fresh seafood from the nearby coast, and an array of sweets symbolizing sweetness in marriage. Guests mingled, sharing stories of the couple's journey, from their first meeting on a film set years ago, through trials of public scrutiny and personal growth, to this triumphant union. The highlight was undoubtedly the first dance. Yu Long led Mei Mei to the center of the pavilion, where a string quartet joined the guzheng in harmony. The song was a personal creation of Yu Long's, composed in secret during moments of longing and composed years prior, but never released until now. Its melody, haunting and uplifting, spoke of patience enduring like ancient mountains, pain transforming into wisdom, and faith as steadfast as the stars. Lyrics whispered of eternal flames that dance in the night, binding souls across lifetimes. As they swayed, locked in each other's embrace, the audience was moved to silent tears, feeling the weight of the couple's shared history. This song is their story, one fan tweeted, raw, beautiful, and inspiring. Eternal love song. Laughter soon filled the air with traditional games. In one playful ritual, Yu Long attempted to feed Mei Mei a piece of mooncake, a symbol of completeness and reunion, but she teasingly refused at first, prompting roars of amusement from the crowd. This moment quickly became fodder for online memes. Mei Mei, 1 Yu Long, 0. Even in marriage, she calls the shots. Fireworks exploded overhead, illuminating the night sky in brilliant cascades of red, gold, and silver, mirroring the joy below. Amid the spectacle, Yu Long pulled Mei Mei close and whispered, "We made it through the storms." Her reply, soft and affirming, "Together always," was captured by hidden microphones and shared virally, touching souls worldwide. Mei Mei's timeless radiance. No recounting of this wedding would be complete without delving into the captivating allure of young Mei Mei. Her beauty transcended the physical. It was a radiant force that emanated from her spirit. With a smile that could dispel the gloomiest shadows and bring hope to weary hearts, she embodied grace in every gesture. Her laughter was a symphony, light and infectious, capable of turning ordinary moments into cherished memories. Fans often described her as a blend of strength and softness. Her eyes, deep pools of emotion, told tales of love, dreams, and resilience that words could scarcely capture. In her qipao, she was the epitome of elegance, her movements fluid like a willow in the wind. Yet, it was her inner glow that truly captivated, a warmth like morning sunlight piercing through frost, touching everyone around her. Mei Mei's presence makes the world pause, one admirer posted. She's not just beautiful, she's kind, talented, and profoundly human. Her interactions, whether with fans or family, revealed a heart as luminous as her appearance, proving that true beauty lies in compassion and soul. In this wedding, she wasn't merely a bride. She was a beacon of inspiration, reminding all that love amplifies one's inherent light. A global phenomenon, fans outpouring. The wedding's impact extended far beyond the garden's borders. Within minutes of the ceremony's conclusion, Yu Long Mei Mei wedding skyrocketed to global trending status. Social media platforms overflowed with reactions. We followed their journey from afar, through ups and downs, and seeing them unite is like watching a fairy tale come true, one user shared. Artists worldwide created fan art depicting the couple in their attire, dragons and phoenixes entwined in vibrant colors. Musicians composed piano covers of Yu Long's love song, uploading videos that garnered millions of views. Some fans even recreated elements of the wedding. Couples donned similar outfits for photo shoots, while others performed the dance in public parks, fostering a sense of community and shared joy. This wedding healed the internet. A viral post declared, noting the absence of typical online negativity. Instead, discussions focused on themes of forgiveness, second chances, and enduring love. The couple's story, imperfect yet triumphant, resonated because it mirrored real life. filled with mistakes but redeemed through perseverance and mutual choice. Whispers of Eternity. As the night deepened, the final lanterns were released, ascending like golden stars into the midnight sky, symbolizing wishes for prosperity and new beginnings. Yulong turned to Mei Mei, his voice tender. They say true love spans 3 lifetimes, and I know I'll seek you in the next 2. She laughed softly, a sound like tinkling bells, and rested her head on his shoulder. Together, they gazed upward, the fiery trails of lanterns reflecting in their eyes, a metaphor for their fresh start. This wasn't merely a wedding, it was a narrative etched by fate, unmarred by the superficiality of fame. The global community, for once, set aside discord to celebrate love's victory. In every heart, a spark ignited, the belief that genuine connection can prevail against all odds. Legacy of an unforgettable union. In the weeks following, the ripple effects continued. Documentaries and articles dissected the cultural significance of the rituals, educating audiences on Chinese traditions like the tea ceremony and the symbolism of red. Yulong's song was officially released, topping charts and inspiring covers in various languages. Mei Mei's influence grew, with her advocating for causes close to her heart, such as mental health and cultural preservation. For Yulong and Mei Mei, however, the true essence lay in their private promise to choose each other daily through joys and trials. Their wedding became a beacon, reminding the world that love, when nurtured with patience and faith, can create moments of transcendent beauty. As one fan poetically summed it up, in a world of fleeting trends, their love is eternal, a golden lantern guiding us all. This extraordinary event, with its blend of tradition, emotion, and universal appeal, stands as a testament to the power of love to unite, heal, and inspire. Hangzhou's gardens may have hosted the ceremony, but the memories linger in hearts everywhere, a fairy tale made real.